What's going on, everybody? I'd like to welcome y'all back. Peace, love, and happiness to everyone out there. I hope everybody's doing well. Hope everybody's doing fine. Family, friends, associates, even enemies alike. I'd like to welcome you to 25A. We're going to get right into it, right? So, we know with everything going on, man, people feel like they're down. You may get down, but don't ever count yourself out, right? We realize that this is a race. This is not the 100. This is the marathon we living in, right? So just with that, we have to endure, man, and that's what I wanted to touch on a little bit. Just enduring and just staying in the race and realizing how close we are to that other side of walking into that door of joy and happiness and never having to worry. Not saying never have to worry, but the small things that we worry about, we won't have to worry about those things anymore because we'll be able to finance our dreams. And then we can get our health together, and then we can get our family together and our friends and show them this worked for me. This is how you do it. This is that blueprint to continue to moving forward. So with that being said, like I said, this is a race of endurance, man, and sometimes we get it a little shaken up on endurance and getting strength in that thing that we're walking in, and it's, we don't want to feel vulnerable. We don't want to feel like I'm weak. We don't want to show emotion and let people in, and we think that's strength, but in all actuality, that's weakness, because it's gonna take more than me to build what's trying to be built, and we think that person is getting the credit for it. They stepped in, and then we should give them credit because they helped us, they motivated us, they kept us on the right track to say, hey, that person that always checks on you and say, hey, you still on track? Okay, I get it. You're feeling down today, but guess what, man? Tomorrow, the next second, the next minute, the next hour is all brand new, and that time is past and it's behind us, and we just gotta, put that on the shelf, and just get into it, and it's not all about emotion sometimes, because we don't feel like doing stuff sometimes, but I have to put that emotion on the shelf and say, all right, it's time to get to work brick by brick, to continue building this thing for not only for myself, but for my community, for my family, for my friends, and even my enemies. And you know what I'm saying? Even my enemies, they might see me building this and they be like, man, this guy's doing something. What's wrong with me? Why do I dislike this person? For evidently it's no obvious reason, but it is what it is. We're not going to get along with everybody. Everybody's not going to like us, but at the same time, it's all about a mindset, and that person's mindset that doesn't like you, hey, is a little twisted, is a little warped, but everything can be shaped, into how it needs to go. And I'm not talking about manipulation and manipulating people. I'm talking about just putting in hard work and not per se letting the chips fall where they may, because we're not just throwing this up in the air and seeing where it falls. Now we're being intentional. We're doing this on purpose. So when we lay that brick down, brick by brick, we may need a different eye to come look at it and be like, you know what, man, that foundation is a little off before we start building our house on it. Because as we know, you put a house on a bad foundation, a couple years later, you're going to have cracks. And then next thing you know, water's going to be getting in, the rain, water's going to be getting in, and everything is going to shift. And eventually that building is going to start creaking and cracking. And next thing you know, boom, everything's going to fall down. So it's always good to have someone else looking at, you know, a mentor, a friend, a family. Sometimes it's even people that we meet on our journey, you know, and they're helping us out in any way they can, and they're being genuine, and they're just saying, hey, you know, it's not about anything, you know, because sometimes we realize that people are placed in our lives for a reason, and you know, sometimes we look at it as, oh, this person was placed in my life, what can I teach them? But what can I get from that person that's placed in my life? Because like you say, sometimes they have that eye, and you know, it's just like you're building something and you have a level, you know, you put it on that block you're building, you know, to your eye it may look straight, but to that level it's gonna be off just by a hair, just by a little bit, and just that little bit being off can create, you know, by the time you get it up, next thing you know, everything is leaning, and you're just like, man, how could I have done this? What? Ain't nobody say nothing. They might have been saying something, but was I listening? Was I open to receive what that person was saying to me? And, you know, sometimes, you know, our ego get in, and we building with our ego, and they said it. They showed us that, hey, this is crooked. Let's fix it. And oh, who are you to come in here and tell me what I need to do and how I need to fix it? And you know, and then at that time, that person's gonna fall back, you know. And next thing you know, you build a crooked, whatever you was doing is not gonna be strong. Like I said, in a couple of years, you're gonna have to tear it down and start all over again, you know. And it's gonna be dangerous to the people that you're putting in it, that you're so-called building this and putting in it, you know, your family, your friends, your kids, generational thing. Now they have to spend more money to fix, you know, what you built crooked, what you didn't build straight, you know. So we just have to be careful and be open to receive those things for someone more skilled than us. That's okay. They're more skilled than us, you know. They're teaching us along the way. Now, I'm learning everything that he knows or she knows, and next thing you know, man, we got this beautiful foundation going, you know, this beautiful whatever we built, man, is just beautiful. It's immaculate, and it's great, and it's gonna last for years and years to come, for generations to come, you know, like those old brick houses that were built back in the day. A lot of them are still standing because, you know, it was built straight from the ground up, started from the foundation, everything was built. So, you know, like I said, being able to endure is about, you know, being vulnerable, you know, showing emotion, you know, oh man, I messed up on this foundation. It's okay. Cry, get them tears out, you know, be angry. All right, it is what it is. Put it on the shelf. Let's get to building. Put them gloves back on, put that hard hat back on, and let's get back to it. You know, so we have to do it with, like I said, being open to receive, and also, you know, we have to endure with grace. You know, that's something that I don't know. Maybe I don't know if we really understand what grace means. You know, it's about, you know, hey, we have to give it in order to receive it. So, you know, when somebody, you know, mess up, it's not all about, you know, oh, well, I tell the truth. I don't, you know, I tell the truth. I'm honest. Yes, it's about being honest, but it's also about doing it in love. Is it done in love? Is it done in a place where it was genuine, or did we just come from a place where I'm just gonna tell you how it is? We just gonna tear this up? Nah, it's about, I can't tear anything down if I'm not able to show you how to rebuild it. If I don't show you how to rebuild it, I didn't do nothing. I didn't do anything. Matter of fact, you might as well just say it was pretty much coming from a place of hate, you know. So we have to be able to show that grace when we're working with other people, and that'll come back around 20-fold, 30-fold, 100-fold when we're doing it. And when we do it, you know, it'll come back to us, and it won't be as painful when we're getting that what we started building tore down, because I was able to show grace. So it's not going to be as painful. You know, you're going to look at him like, man, I got to tear all this down. but you'll be able to do it in a place of love and laughter and having a good time and learning and how to do that. And then next thing you know, boom, you got this beautiful thing that you built because you was able to show grace and you was able to receive that grace. So we have to do those things in love and come from a genuine place and not, and also, like I said, be able to, what I tear down, I also have to help build up. If you're not going to help build it up, then you might as well keep your mouth shut and keep on moving and we'll just figure it out. You know, I figure it out on my own, or the next person to come in that's truly supposed to be in my life, you know, family, friend, somebody I met, you know, and they will show me, you know, how it's supposed to be done when I tear this all the way down and start building it back up. So we must show grace in order to receive grace. And how do we endure with a peace of mind? That's a big one right there, on how to endure with a peace, with that peace that, okay, I know that it might be taking a little longer than what I thought. You know, the load might be a little heavier than what I thought. And just getting to know people might be a little heavier than I thought. But it'll get done and I have a peace of mind. And I must, you know, you always hear people about, you know, forgiveness and all these other things. And you know, forgiveness is not for the other person. It's for me, you know, not to harbor these negative thoughts, these bad thoughts of when people have came in my life and, you know, they might have, you know, taken something away from me. But we also have to remember there might have been that voice in my head to say, okay, I need to get away from this person, or this might not be the person that I need to start building with. And we might not have heard it right, or we might have just been like, oh, I could change that person, or I can do this and I can do that. And it didn't quite work out how I thought it was going to work out. So now I'm in a place of bitterness. I'm in a place of harboring these bad thoughts that's in my mind. And what's in the heart is going to come out of our mouth, you know. So we have to be in a place to where, you know what, all those bad things that happened to me, you know, it's unfortunate. You know, I wish if we can go through life and nothing bad happened to us, man, that would be like a magic wand wave, right? But we know it's not going to happen because we're going to have our shortcomings. We're going to have our falls. We're going to have, you know, things that we said that we shouldn't have said, and vice versa. Somebody's going to say things to us that they, you know, that they shouldn't have said. And, you know, like I said, we in that place, we have to be able to use wisdom to be able to have that peace of mind and not just, you know, shooting from the hip when we're telling people something. Like I said, we have to be able to tear down and rebuild. So we have to have peace of mind to be able to endure, you know, to be able to make it, to continue to have that motivation to be able to say, you know what, this is heavy. This may seem like a burden now, but you know, nothing that's been great has ever came, you know, with just a snap of the finger. I don't know. Sometimes it may have, sometimes it may have not. But we see, you know, some of the biggest companies, some of the biggest things, they started so small, or they got fired, or they was told, man, you crazy, man, get up out of here. That's not gonna happen. Do you think that's ever gonna happen? You tripping, you crazy. You know, and that's so easy to dismiss and call somebody crazy, you know, at the things that they have envisioned in their mind. You know, those dreams and those visions had to have come from somewhere. It's just, like you say, you know, we just can't just call people crazy and dismiss them over, you know, something that you know, you might not have thought of. So we have to, like I say, hey, if that's what you want to do, man, I encourage you to do it. But at the same time, here's this, and this. You know, like I said, we have to be able to use wisdom in all of those things and have that peace of mind and not have those harboring those negative thoughts. So like I said, we just have to say, you know what, I'm walking in that forgiveness so I can have peace of mind for myself. So when I start building, you know, I'm not building on hate. or bitter thoughts. That's almost like building on, you're in the desert and you're building on sand. Just there's a sand dune. Boom, there's a sand dune. I'm gonna build a hotel on this sand dune. What's gonna happen when the wind blows, or when something happens? That hotel is, whatever that dream is gonna come crashing down. So we can't build that on that. We have to, come from a genuine place when we're doing these things, and when we're speaking to people and saying these things. We have to come from a genuine place and be in love when we're doing those things. It doesn't cost us nothing to love a person, but it costs everything to have those bitter thoughts and to hate. Because now I'm not walking in the fullness of what I'm supposed to do. And that's all I want to do. I want to walk in the fullness of everything that I'm supposed to be walking in. And I want everybody around me to be walking in the fullness of what they're supposed to be walking in. I want everybody to have everything that their hearts desire, to be able to do these things, So, like I said, it's just about enduring, and like I said, it's, let's just, like I said, just sometimes we have to be vulnerable. Let's open ourselves up to learn everything that we can learn, and be genuine with everything we do. The cemetery is full of dreams and visions that people have envisioned that never came true for whatever obvious reason. Maybe an untimely death, an early death, or whatever it may be. And there's a lot of elderly people that were ripe in their old age, that's in the cemetery as well, that harbored those bad thoughts, that didn't have wisdom, that wasn't able to open themselves up and learn from other people, because they thought they had seen and done everything, and they didn't take that wisdom from other people. So let's be open to take wisdom and advice from other people. If the shoe fits, wear it. If it's something that I can eat, I'm gonna eat it. If it's nothing that can be ate and it doesn't apply, then that's okay as well. I don't need that. I set that to the side. I take it in. But it could be later on down the road that I might need that nugget or that jewel that was dropped, and I just keep it to the side, jot it down. Oh, okay, I don't need this right now. Oh, okay. A couple months down the road, oh yeah, I need this now. And I incorporate it into what I'm doing. So, like I said, let's just continue to walk in love and be genuine and continue to endure, especially now with everything that's going on. We have to endure, and let's not panic and think that, oh, I have to have this and do this right now, because then we're rushing and then we're forgetting ingredients that might be needed in what we're doing. So let's, slow down, think about what we're doing, let it process, and then we go from there. It's gonna be all good. It's gonna be all good. So that's about all I have. Like I said, if you can think of anything, hey, leave a comment or whatever. And and like I said, this is something that's just not going to be a one-time topic, man. Enduring is a lifetime. Enduring is a lifetime, and it could change from this week to next week, on what I have to endure. But we have to endure. We have to, strengthen each other in those things in life. We can't walk this race by ourselves. We have to have someone that can train us, someone that has been through what we have been through. Am I open to receive it? Let's go. So again, thank you for joining me. Again, I just want to say peace and love, and I wish you nothing but the best. I hope you can take what you need to take, and if not, then like I said, just save that nugget and come back and get it later. And I hope your foundation is straight and built in strength, and you were able to take that wisdom from somebody else, and what you're building is going to be something beautiful. It's going to be something immaculate, and it's going to be something that you can leave for your kids, for your family, for the community to ponder on. Wow, that person, they really did an amazing job on this, and it's something that's going to be able to last for the next couple of, next couple of generations. And they're looking and they're like, wow, that person really put some love and genuine mind and thought into what they were building for something that we all can use and we can take from. So that's all I have. Again, peace and love, fam. I wish you nothing but the best. Continue to walk in your freedom. Continue to be the best you that you can be. And that sometimes that takes us being uncomfortable, But when we get to that spot to where we can kick our feet up, sit back, we'll enjoy it for a minute, and then we'll move on to the next. Peace and love. God bless, and I wish you nothing but the best.